Greetings and welcome to Metaphysical Awakenings with Barbara,
Eric, and
Ladybug,
our executive producer.
Yes, very important.
Yes.
So today is part 2 of our series of healing the root cause. So we did this in episode 25, but this I think is our first part 2 where we have to get more in depth.
Right.
So in part 1, we discussed the root cause of certain issues and ailments with
Our
girl here.
Yes.
And now it's time to give practical and positive ways of applying
Absolutely.
the principles.
Uh-huh. And as an energy worker, I'm going to be manipulating energy around her. I'm going to be using quantum touch, and I'm going to, over and above everything else, take my mediumship and I ask for the divine to show me not only where to go, but what to do to assist our sweet girl for the highest and best outcome for her life. I want to pick up where I left off before and kind of talk us into this. If you're just tuning in and you
Please.
didn't see the first part, I suggest you go back and look at 25, but we'll pick up from here. And this is Western medicine, where it's great and it treats all kinds of maladies. It tends to treat just the symptoms sometimes rather than getting to the bottom of the causes. Mm-hmm. And I wrote out a whole dissertation just yesterday, which just is so, that's God for you. That's just God for you. I had no idea we'd be talking about this or it would even come up. But here we are, using healing energy, whether it be energy from nutrition, thought, or energy from another healer. It shifts the dynamic patterns of energy in the body. Sometimes it'll result in spontaneous healing, but most certainly it results with a measurable effect.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right. So there are different things in our world that cause disorder and disharmony in our body. And that can be like microwaves, different communication venues, electromagnetic frequencies, herbicides, pesticides, food product with the additives and artificial ingredients. We have accidents. You can't count those out. Emotional upheavals, which we discussed at length in our previous episode, and
right.
Other things are unexpressed and unresolved emotions, which are pushed down, and it all equals one word: stress.
Stress
In the body.
Now, you had spoken even before I even mentioned anything about Ladybug's issues, and by the way, Ladybug, she is such a healthy girl in so many ways, but her kidneys are currently having some issues. And Barbara, you alluded to that about a month ago before I even shared anything about that with you.
I saw it, and it's interesting because that's the next part. I was just gonna. It's like you're in tune with what's going on in my mind. There are things that happen that I see, and I don't want to get out of order here, but anyway, what happens when I looked at her, I could feel, first of all, I saw my dog, Budrick.
Okay.
And that is my cue that Buddy passed from kidney disorder. So I thought, I'm seeing Budrick. I wonder what's going on here. And as I looked at her little body, in her energetic body, which I see, there was a distortion in the back. And then I feel it. It's not that far in her body, thank God. She's not having too much pain. If she yips every now and again, it's because she's getting twings, okay? But all in all, she is not in the miserable, oh my gosh, end throes of what this is at all. Because I don't feel that. Thank goodness. Our sympathetic nervous system, unfortunately for all of us, seems to be on all of the time. And I'm talking about the human body now. And as humans, we become completely exhausted because we never shut off our stress. And if you don't shut off your stress, that's inviting disorders to come in and cause a lot of disharmony and upsetment in ourselves.
That's right. You were alluding, or you presented that in our last episode, that stress is a big conveyor of what causes some of this dis-ease and ailments in our life.
100%. Now, with our animals, I'm going to repeat what I said in the last episode, and that is what we are feeding our animals is crap. Okay? They're drinking water with fluoride in some cases. There's so much going into their little bodies, like our little bodies, that it is actually causing dis-ease in their cells.
That's right. Even the medicine that Ladybug was put on was first pancreatitis medicine, and then after that pancreatitis food, and then kidney food. But all that was very processed material, and it wasn't producing that much effects. And then I went with my girlfriend to suggest using some sort of other food that we left Ladybug with a sitter who made her homemade food.
Yes.
And Ladybug loved that up. And our doctor, he's Hispanic, and same as our dog sitter is Hispanic. So she says, so our doctor said, yes, let's go with Ladybug's mama's food,
right.
and we'll deal with that. And she loves that, absolutely. And it's none of that processed stuff. And she's actually eating. She's actually keeping her weight. She used to be 19 pounds, and now she's down to less than 13 pounds. So that's very concerning. So he's absolutely loving that and suggesting, hey, keep on with that.
What we feed ourselves needs to be watched, let alone what we're feeding you, huh? I asked my vet one time, and I've had him for 35 years. The same guy, Dr. Berger in Titusville or in Cocoa. I just love him. Anyway, the animals that he's saved in my life throughout the existence of rescue work and that. But I finally, with all of the stuff that they sell, all this, I said, you know what? What do you feed your dog? And he says, whatever the wife makes. I about fell over. Yeah, he eats whatever we eat. And I'm like, there it is. There it is. We are taking better care of our human body now with less of the processed crap and the whole foods, those without the pesticides and those things that disrupt our normal cell structures, okay?
It makes me sad every time I feed Ladybug that stuff from the can. And maybe I'm going to stop.
Well, I can't speak to everything on the market. I just don't know. I will say that there are things now that she needs, and we talked about it before in the wheatgrass.
Right. I need to order that. She also has this thing called Narquin and some other sort of powder that basically alleviates certain toxins in her blood.
Right. I'm going to go more into the human stuff later. Okay, because there's a lot here that doesn't really talk about animal stuff. But, I call myself an energy healer. Does that mean I am the miracle, know all, do all? No, I am not. I am the vehicle through which the divine uses to bring through information to share and help whomever it is we're talking and dealing with.
And that's beautiful that you recognize that, because a lot of times people who have issues with psychics or mediums feel like that they are coming from their ego rather than coming from a God source. So
there's no way on God's green earth that I can know this in and of myself.
Mm-hmm.
There's just no way. I wouldn't cop to it. And I'll tell you another crazy thing, because I'm crazy half the time, because of, I'm always up in the ether, so I look a little or act a little different. But
in the good ways.
Okay, but the point being that a lot of the things that I download for people when I'm working, I don't remember. Because it's not Barbara's business. It does not directly affect me. So the information, except for now for healing and certainly for our ladybug and all animals moving forward, we will have a memory of this because we're recording it.
You're right.
Right, but a true medium does not retain the information from the clients. I have to re-ask, what did we talk about last time? And that's because I tune in to the divine. It's not my business to know their business.
As opposed to ego source. Right. You're not dealing with your ego. You're going through the flow, and you're being a medium,
conduit.
A conduit.
Yeah.
In which you can communicate God's source and love to others.
Absolutely. So, my job is to align that knowing that I receive from God. I'm a tool bringer, and we're going to bring the Healy, our little sweet being here, and I'm going to use my body as the mechanism through which I'm going to ask her healing come through. What is important is I like to work with candles. I like to light my light, and it just so happens that this candle that we use, thank you very, very much, from Soskin, he made this. It just so happens.
Yeah.
It was dressed with crystals. It's red for power and courage, and it's green for healing. Now, yeah.
And it also says man cave.
Yes, that's why I bought it.
I love it.
And it smells great.
It does.
But this came from a powerful healer. Powerful. His name is, okay, I'm going to get it wrong, Dolan. And he works with the Spirit Fest a lot. I'll get his information out because he is very powerful. I look forward to his Dolan water when I'm working at Spirit Fest when I'm running slow. But anyway,
I usually only light this whenever we're doing our things, but every once in a while, whenever I need a little bit of an uplift or a little bit more of centering, I will light this, and it is super powerful. It makes me feel at peace, centered, and like I'm doing the work that I need to do.
Right. So we're going to light the candle, and we're going to speak to God. We're going to pray.
Yeah.
We're going to pray us in. The candle is lit. We take the courage and the power, the vibration of the candle. The light shows that we're ready to go to work. And we are going to speak our intention for that which we are about to do over Ladybug.
Barbara, not everyone knows how to pray in. Like, we've heard that term before. People in certain religions or communities know what praying in, but what is praying in exactly?
Praying in, for me, is opening my mind, body, and spirit as the human Barbara to allow the divine to flow through me and bring forth the power, the love, the light, the healing, that which I need in the moment to assist whom or whatever I am working on. Speaking intention, it is, I'm going to do the prayer for us before we start. And I'll show you by lighting the candle, it shows the divine, we're ready to go to work. The prayer opens us up and allows me as Barbara to kind of move aside and let the spiritual side of things come through. And we speak intention in our prayers, that which we want to achieve, which is going to be healing modality for Ladybug this time. And, prayer, you guys, isn't any harder than me speaking with Eric. I just close my eyes and I say, Dear God, I'm grateful for this beautiful day. It is my intention being here today to open myself completely and allow your glorious light and your love and your healing power to flow through me to our Ladybug for the highest possible outcome for her life on this planet, right here and right now. And we are so deeply grateful for our time to commune one-on-one with you. And so it is.
That's so beautiful and so elegant. Sometimes I feel that the way that I pray is not as eloquent as you, and I think sometimes other people that I've talked to before feel like that the way that they pray is just like not as amazing as that. So
God don't care.
God doesn't.
God does not care. God created you. There's no secret that you have about yourself that God doesn't know. If you want to come in and say, hey, God, it's me again. I don't know what's going on over here, but I sure could use your help with A, B, C, and D. Thank you, God. Amen. At least you are opening up the lines of communication. You don't have to get on your knees and put on holy relics.
Okay.
You can.
Right.
You can do whatever feels good to you. But if you're just starting and this is brand new to you, hey, Eric, hey, God, I hope you're having a great day. God, help me have a great day because something's going on. I'm just saying this is an example. Something's going on with my vehicle and I sure could use your help. God, could you please send the angels to assist me in finding out what's happening so I can get her fixed and get up and down the road and, help life go on for me and my family. Thanks, God. Amen.
I think a word that you used last time that was really powerful was intention.
Oh, yes.
So as long as like your intention is pure, like yes. I acknowledge that there is source in the universe and that I'm humbling myself and asking for this, then
right.
And any way that you go about praying is kind of the right way, and there's not a wrong way, maybe.
Thank you. There is no wrong way. God just wants you to talk. Just talk. Really.
I think there can be a lot of fear around prayer as far as doing it wrong, and like saying that like if I don't say the wrong words that my prayers won't be true or come about.
And you are worthy. I don't care what you've done in your life. I don't care where you've gone, what you've said to whom, or what you have put upon anything or anyone else. Do you think God doesn't know? God knows. Just move on. Open up the conversation with God and ask for guidance, for love, and for help. And in all things, be grateful. Speak intention over your life. Speak only the things that you want. Don't be talking about things that you don't want or don't need. Your words are things, they're powerful, powerful prayers.
So prayer is something that we can all do, even if we have minimal experience with, or even no experience with. We're all children of God, and we can reach out anytime that we want, even if we are a deacon of the church to someone who is just coming out of becoming agnostic or atheist and saying, hey, I think there might be something more.
Yep.
And I'm going to communicate with this.
Absolutely. Just try it. I guarantee you the lightning bolt is not going to come and strike you like it does on TV and movies. God only loves. God is waiting for you to talk to him, her. Okay?
Oh.
There's a feminine side to God. If I'm created in God's image, well, my equipment's a little bit different than his. So therefore,
wait, I thought that God is this guy who's sitting on a cloud that has no head that you can see that is a man, right?
we got a long way to go.
Maybe that's a different episode.
That's a completely different episode. But the point of our conversation for today is, I don't care what you call, just do. I don't care what you say. Just bring God into the middle of your day. Be very mindful of what you intend to have happen. Ask for that. Thank God for that as if it's already happened. And then just move on in gratitude and thanksgiving. That's all you have to do. Yeah. I promise.
A lot of my prayers start with Mother, Father, God, because it incorporates both the feminine and the masculine side of things, which are both beautiful in their own rights. And if that resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. Because you're being intentional. And I think that's kind of like the main point that we're talking about is to bring that intentionality of what you want.
In this show, we want you to take what you want and leave the rest.
Very true.
We're not going to take anything personally. Our goal is to open up communication between us, you, and God, and start creating our beautiful divine circles.
Right. And in these 25 plus episodes, there's certain things that I hear Barbara say that I'm not 100% about, and there's certain things that I say that she's probably not 100% about, but we're both trying to get to that same goal, that same we're seekers.
Right.
We're trying to find that awakening, that metaphysical awakening that brings us closer to Source and God.
Yeah.
And that's going to look different than for everyone else, and that's the personal experience, and that's the beauty of it also.
Right. You know, God doesn't care what you call him, just that you do.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, I want to start a healing on our little bug here, our little ladybug. Could you bring her around to the table for me? Hi, ladybug. It's your sweet petunia. Okay, come here. Okay, very good.
This here is Ladybug Brook.
Yes. And what I'm going to do, you just make sure she doesn't, I'm going to go up into my divine source and I'm going to work on her.
I'll be here just making sure that she is safe here on the table, doing her thing. And
okay. Creator God, we come to you on behalf of Ladybug. We love her, God. And we ask that every cell in her body feel not only our love, but your love. It is our intention to allow healing and wholeness to come through and create healed cells in her body. Creator God, you have showed me the way, and I am beyond grateful for the opportunity to be in service for this beautiful little girl because she so deserves it. And what I know is that every cell in our body has memory, and within that memory, we can go back in time and take a snapshot or a picture of a time when we were healthiest. And we're going to do that for our ladybug right now. Ladybug at 1.5 years is a happy, joyful, bouncing little ball of energy and love. And within that snapshot of that age, so too are all of her cells in perfect working order. With that knowledge from God, we know that now we can do an energetic overlay on Ladybug and ask that all cells that are necessary to be imbued with healthy cells now come and replant in her body as spiritual stem cells. We are allowing the memory and the actual being of those cells of her body, especially in her kidney area, to overlay on the cells that have stopped working properly. We infill these cells with perfect, normal, healthy cells. And then here is the trick. We go to a place in our mind, in our body, in our spirit, and we remember a time where we experienced perfect, unconditional love. Once we have that memory, that absolute joy, that love, that wonderful God sense of love, we are going to overlay all of this on Ladybug. And we are going to love her cells just like a fertilizer. We love every cell in her body. We love it back to perfect working order. If this is God's will, so it will be. Creator God, our intention is healing and love. We ask that your beautiful light and all of the love that we know completely as an oversoul land on our Ladybug and stay. And I ask God that we put her in her beautiful white light bubble of that healing vibration and that love and these new cells, and she will be in that place, in that bubble, safe in your care, God. As this takes place, we hand her in her healing and her lovable self over to you in the beautiful white light bubble, and ask with our intention, you continually re-up her mind, body, and spirit with love. Anything that you want to add, Eric, you certainly may. I'm just doing some things on my own here for a moment.
Ladybug, you have always been loved by me. You've always been loved by Babita. You've always been loved by anyone that has ever met you. You bring so much joy and solace and peace to anyone you meet. You diffuse any sort of situation that has any sort of negativity, and you bring positivity to everyone that you come into your light. You are such a good girl. We love you so much. And we want you to continue to live the best life that you can be, the happiest you can be, the healthiest you can be. Oh, and we also are thankful for our friend Tim, who always gives you treats and who you always go to his house and do that.
Yeah.
I love that you continue to hunt lizards. You don't always catch them all. I love that you love to chase cats. I'm really glad that you've never gotten an incident to one of them because they probably beat you up, but that's okay. I think you know. And you were just a sweet soul, and
It's all about the love.
and you make me so glad that you've been in my life, and you will continue being in my life for a long time. I do not accept a diagnosis that I heard secondhand. I think you're going to live a long, healthy life. And whenever it is your time to go, you will go in love and light, and all will be well. And everyone will be so grateful for everything that you have done in their life. So you just keep on being you. You just keep on being you. You're such a good girl. And I'm so grateful to have had and to have you in my life.
Right. It's all about the love.
And to whatever extent you can, give Babita the knowing that she's done everything that she can to help you. I don't want her to ever be sad that she feels like she hasn't done enough for you, because she's done so much for you, and I know that you know that. But if there's any way that you can just to show her that would really make me feel good, because I'm already at peace with you. I'm at peace with you, Ladybug. I know that you're everything that I've ever dreamed of in a dog, and I love you so much, sweetheart.
Yes.
You're such a good dog. Yes, you are such a good girl, such a good soul, and I can't wait to see where you go in your next place, because that is going to be super exciting. You've learned so much in this lifetime. You've grown so much in this lifetime. You've gone through so much adversity in this lifetime, and
She's still just love.
And you're pure love.
Just love.
And so I'm so grateful for you.
Good
Oh,
girl.
well, say,
Beautiful.
yeah, because
Yes.
you know, oh.
Look at that. She's licking your tears, Daddy, because it's only about the love. Oh, goodness. If that's not a sign from God, I don't know what would be. And
I love you,
Babita,
sweetheart.
there is no one on God's green earth could love her more than you do in your own special way. And this dog knows that.
Oh, yes.
OMG.
Yeah.
People know it too.
Yeah, Babita,
So-
you've been such a godsend to not only myself, but to Ladybug.
Yes.
And I hope this situation doesn't keep you from wanting to get another dog again.
No, ma'am. You've got too much love to share with not only Eric and Ladybug, but there's somebody else in 15 years. When Ladybug goes to the other side, there's going to be somebody else who needs your love too. And that goes for all of you out there. I don't want you holding back and not getting another animal because you have a feeling that you're cheating on your dog, or that it's only heartbreak in the end. Of course it's heartbreak in the end, but what about the other 10 years? That is the number one thing that I get when I do pet communication.
Yeah.
These dogs want you to know that it kind of hurts their feelings when we come back and we only remember the last moments of their lives. and the sadness that happens during the time where they're not feeling well. They don't like putting us out. They're very stoic. And it is the highest and the best compliment after you've gone through your normal grieving time, which is going to be normal as long as it is for you. But find those pictures in that place that make you smile.
Yeah, and we're going to get her lots of fun experiences as far as going to the beach, going to the barn hut.
Yes.
Even taking those silly pictures of those cupcakes that's been inside your fridge for many months that, like, we should have got rid of long ago, but we'll get her that photo shoot of that, too.
There.
And you'll have all of that. But Ladybug loves you, and anyone that she's ever come into contact with, she just loves. And what a special dog. And, I think that she has... I know that she has more time than...
I do too.
She has more time.
Of course she does. She absolutely does, because she is in a place where she has been imbued with source love, human love, and everyone who knows her love. She knows that she needs to stay as long as she possibly can. But again, that's going to be between she and God and what they wrote when she came to be. Look at that.
Bringing her to church. She is such a good girl over at church. She just sits under the pews and just does her thing. And,
she's a church girl.
Oh, yeah. She loves it. And so many people are so happy when she comes there. So,
isn't that what our animals are about? To show us unconditional love. They don't need expensive toys. They don't need anything physical except that your beautiful arms go around them and that they know and feel your love. Hi, baby.
Give her a big hug.
Of course. This little dog is God incarnate. Dog incarnate. Goddog. And that...
That's right.
Right? Yeah. And that unconditional love that... Listen, look at her. That absolutely imbues every cell in her body. It's just like your animals, you guys. Enjoy the love. Celebrate the spirit. And know they are here. Show us at the end of the day when everything has gone to SUCK, okay, they're here with their little cute doggy faces to smile and lick your tears away.
Barbara, I so much appreciate your healing for Ladybug, and I know that you can do that for so many others, and that so many others need that special gift that you have. So in this episode, we'll be sharing contact information in case you want to get in touch with Barbara for her to share her gifts, whether it be in person, whether it be remote. She can do it either way. And know that our love is with you. And
yes, always. It's all about the love, guys. It always has been. It always will be, and we will continue on this channel to bring forth more episodes of loving understanding from spirit and from the divine, because God only loves us, y'all.
That's right.
Yeah. Ready?
Let's do the prayer of protection. And this is something that you can do anytime, any day, any moment of your life, whenever you just need a little uplifting, because God is with you.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you for the love. And thank you for each and every one of you who have tuned in And I know you love Ladybug too.
Yeah, many, many more episodes are coming along, so please let us know what you want to hear about, what you want to talk about. Leave us comments in the comment section, and we're here for you as we go through this journey of metaphysical awakenings.
Oh, beautiful.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye, y'all.